A swath of more than 40 reported tornadoes sweeping across the Midwest. The latest round of wicked weather on this first official day of summer. That's where we begin tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Mickle. Welcome to INN News. Wicked weather is targeting Nebraska twofold. Take a look at this twister just outside of Omaha, Nebraska. That silver line at the bottom of the screen is a freight train. Look closely as the twister sweeps across the track, derailing 13 cars, covering the wreckage in a cloud of black debris. The extreme weather is blamed for destroying at least 3 homes and damaging others. And the storms postponed the game between Vanderbilt and Florida in the College World Series in Omaha. Terrified fans bolted as dark clouds and heavy rain surrounded that stadium. The storms that spawned tornadoes also dumped a lot of rain onto an area dealing with massive flooding, eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. Fremont, Nebraska and Audubon, Iowa are 2 places forecasters say could get hit the hardest by floodwaters. The Missouri River is forcing hundreds out of their homes and closing some major roads in that area. As Megan McRoberts from our Omaha affiliate KPTM caught up with one delivery company who says the reroutes could affect business.
I don't know if I can go down this road. Now I got to figure out if this road is closed or not.
For Dave Cephas, flood prep construction and road closures threaten to slow down his deliveries.
Here, see, this road's closed, and I take it down there.
Cephas has been driving his delivery truck for 4 years and says he has never dealt with these worries.
Where we're having a lot of inconvenience right now is that the traffic is changing directions, where some would go out the North Freeway and 680. Now they're all coming down the other way.
Cephas delivers anything from flowers to food labels, some needing to be delivered in as little as an hour from when a request is made.
It has been an inconvenience. We have to reroute drivers. We can't give them as many deliveries because they need to move around flood zones.
Sean McLeod has nearly 20 drivers for hot shots, some of which could face hours of added drive and delivery times. The I-29 North road closure has created one of the longest detours for delivery truck drivers. By law, they can only drive a maximum of 10 hours, but worries some of the alternate routes they may need to take could cut that time close.
If we got to go to Kansas City or Sioux City, and we promise the customer that we can make it in 2.5 hours, and we can't make it in 2.5 hours, this is definitely going to affect a lot of us.
McLeod says he will be monitoring the roads and be making as few route adjustments as possible. Megan McRoberts reporting for INN News.
And just how bad is the flooding in Missouri? Well, this should give you an idea. Roadways have become waterways for fish. A camera captured them swimming in the floodwaters of a swamped road near Big Lake. Levees in the area have failed to hold back the rising Missouri River, causing water to pour into surrounding neighborhoods. Flash floods have killed a man in Harrogate, Tennessee. Lee Dan Hurst's body was found floating near an elementary school. Claiborne County officials declared a state of emergency because of the severe storms. Lightning caused at least 3 fires, and the high waters left some roads impassable. Harrogate is in northeastern Tennessee. The Mississippi River flooding is now over. The last bays on a spillway in Louisiana were closed today by the Army Corps of Engineers. Hundreds of bays were opened 6 weeks ago to divert floodwaters from the Mississippi River away from New Orleans. At its peak, 330 of the 350 bays were opened. Well, the South is dealing with extremely dangerous heat this week, and tonight, the family's mourning the loss of their 2-year-old girl in Atlanta. Police say Jasmine Green was left in a daycare van for 3 hours after coming back from a trip to Chuck E. Cheese. Her parents say they trusted the daycare workers, and they are heartbroken.
She was a beautiful little girl. She was so smart and just lovable and playful. And them people took my baby away from me.
Temperatures had reached 93 degrees outside. A quick test of a police car with all the windows rolled up showed temperatures even higher.
Just 15 minutes in the vehicle and the temperature was 138 degrees. Now at 140 degrees is when you start cooking meat.
Police are investigating and they're going to reconstruct the scene so they can better figure out how this happened. On this first day of summer, it looks like winter in Colorado. Those living in the northern and southern range of the Rocky Mountains are dealing with several inches of snow. Up to 8 inches has fallen in higher elevations. Campers are being warned to prepare for unseasonably cold conditions. Up next, bad weather leads to tragedy overseas. What specifically caused this plane to crash, killing dozens? Plus danger in your backyard. You may be surprised to hear about how many children drown in inflatable pools. And a story that might inspire you to get up and get moving. This man's amazing weight loss with just diet and exercise. Coming up on INN. And we want to remind you INN News is on Facebook. You can also find us on Twitter at INN News Network. And we're on YouTube. We're reaching out to you so you can reach out to us. INN News is coming right back.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in credit card debt? And are you struggling to make ends meet during these tough economic times? We can help you design a plan to get you out of debt in months instead of years and save you thousands. We can settle your debt for much less than you owe, and there are no upfront fees. Call right now and talk to one of our specialists to see if you qualify. There are no obligations.
They were there to help us every step of the way.
They set me up with one affordable monthly payment. I now have money left over each month to live my life on my terms.
Call the number on your screen now. It only takes a few minutes for our specialists to find the program that fits you or your family best. We can help you set up a payoff plan for credit card debt, medical bills, and much more. This is a real solution. No settlement, no cost, no risk.
Call 800-224-0792 and get on the road to financial freedom. That number again is 800-224-0792.
At J.G. Wentworth, we say get cash now for your structured settlement.
J.G. Wentworth? Cash now?
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money and I need it now.
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 If you have a structured settlement and you need cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. We'll buy all or part of your structured settlement for a lump sum cash amount so you can pay bills that have piled up as a result of an injury or an inability to work. Call J.G. Wentworth now and speak to one of our structured settlement specialists. You'll get a no-cost appraisal and have all of your questions answered. The call is free and there's no obligation.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call 1-800-803-8161. Don't wait. Call today.
Thanks for checking into INN Weather. I'm meteorologist Ed Russo. Lots of weather going on across the central U.S. Big upper-level low system spinning across Nebraska. Not severe weather across the Central Plains today. That threat has moved further east. You can see that cold front stemming all the way from the south up through the mid-Mississippi Valley into Minnesota. And that's actually where we have a tornado watch box in effect for the mid-Mississippi Valley. This is the prime zone right here. We're going to see those supercell thunderstorms develop. Some of them will take on rotation, and even some isolated tornadoes are possible, much like yesterday across central Nebraska. Now it's just a cooler rain, especially across the north-central part of the state through central South Dakota, seeing some just general rain, not really any showers or thunderstorms, but welcome relief to the south. Look at all this shower and thunderstorm activity. Central Louisiana definitely needing the rain, and they're getting it with lots of training. Thunderstorms, and there does pose a little bit of a flooding problem since we have so much rain falling over a short period of time, but it is saturating the soil, which is very parched, and that rain and thunderstorm activity extends all the way up through Tennessee as well. Here's the actual upper level low. You see that counterclockwise spin there. This is gradually going to shift towards the east, and we're just going to see some rain, maybe a few pockets of thunder from the Dakotas eastward through Minnesota, but we're not seeing that much of a severe weather threat here. That is much further east, still in the warm sector of the storm where we have winds out of the south. As we go towards the east coast, not too much going on, but a couple thunderstorms are popping up across North Carolina, even South Carolina up through the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia as well. Even could see a couple isolated severe thunderstorms pop up here, but overall it's not going to be anything widespread. But out ahead of that system, that's where we're seeing the risk for severe weather today, and for tomorrow it consolidates to a smaller area from the lower Great Lakes through the Ohio Valley down through Arkansas, and then looks like the mid-Atlantic states on Friday, or Thursday rather, are going to be seeing the threat for some severe thunderstorms, strong winds, and certainly some damaging hail is a possibility. Up towards the north, though, this is where we still have the flood potential. All of this rain going into the Missouri River, that's going to be causing high water, especially across the Omaha area where we don't need any more rain, and all of that heavy rain is going to be draining into the river. Out west, pretty dry, heat really building across the southwest. Actually, some heat advisories not too far from San Francisco, where we're going to be seeing temperatures in the 80s and 90s. It does normally not get that warm across that part of the country. Even some areas not too far from San Francisco could actually get above 100 degrees. So that's pretty impressive. Washington and Oregon are dry. The west, for the most part, really warming up, especially since last week when we were so cool, and that cool stagnant pattern looks to be breaking down. Finally, look at all that heavy rain, though, across the southern Mississippi Valley. 3-4 inches are possible, and also up towards the flood-prone north. That's where we are seeing some more rain possible, 1 to 2 inches, and then over towards the mid-Atlantic as we get towards Friday. Look out ahead of that storm system, though. That's where we have the warmer air and then the cooler air coming in behind it across the Rockies. Here's your high temperatures for tomorrow: 90 in Little Rock and 89 in Houston. Look at that. Southwest, 113 in Phoenix. Mike?
Your vote 2012 with a new candidate in the already crowded field for president.
And today, I'm a candidate for the office of President of the United States of America. My kids can't believe I just said that.
Former Utah Governor John Huntsman announced his bid for the White House from New Jersey today. The Republican most recently served as the U.S. ambassador to China under the Obama administration. Well, heavy fog and human error are being blamed for a plane crash that killed 44 people in northwest Russia. The passenger plane clipped a power line, broke up, caught fire, and crash landed on a highway about a half-mile from the airport's runway just outside of Petrozavodsk. The flight was headed from Moscow to Petrozavodsk. 8 people survived that crash, including a mother and her 2 children. They are in critical condition tonight. Time for Global News Now. A super jumbo airliner suffered damage in its wingtip after a slow-speed collision at an airport in France. The collision happened during the 49th annual Paris Air Show. The Airbus A380 was en route for some demonstration flights but was pulled from the show. More deadly fighting between rebels and Muammar Gaddafi's forces in Libya. Most of the fighting centered on Misrata. Rebels were firing rocket-propelled grenades, machine guns, and rocket launchers, while Gaddafi's forces used combat artillery fire. At times, men ran away from gunfire in droves. Hundreds of people in Afghanistan take to the streets with their boards to mark International Go Skateboarding Day. Young Afghan boys and girls joined in the celebration by showing off their skills at a newly built skateboarding park in Kabul. Organizers of the International Go Skateboarding Day say it's a day for skateboarders around the world to celebrate the creativity of the sport. And that's your Global News Now. The 4 astronauts set to take off in Shuttle Atlantis' final mission arrive in Florida for some practice runs. Atlantis will take off for the last time on July 8th. The astronauts will run a 12-day mission delivering important supplies to the International Space Station. Atlantis is the final still operational space shuttle and will be placed in a museum after retirement. Discovery and Endeavour finished their final missions earlier this year. Next, many of you are working to be happy, but you're not finding that happiness at work. We'll have results of a brand new study. Plus, they're a lot of fun, but inflatable pools are posing a serious risk to our children. What you need to watch out for, coming up on INN.
Hi, I'm Howard Dvorkin, the founder of Consolidated Credit. For almost 2 decades, Consolidated Credit has helped millions of Americans just like you. We've helped nurses and doctors. We've helped police officers and firefighters. We've helped homemakers and home builders. We've helped over 5 million people suffering from credit card debt. And now we want to help you.
Consolidated Credit is the one company you can trust. Our exclusive Freedom Quest program can help you find options and solutions to your financial challenges. We can reduce your monthly payments by up to 50%, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, save you thousands in interest and fees, and help you get out of debt fast.
When credit card debt is the problem, we're the solution. We've helped over 5 million people. Let us help you.
You're one call away from financial freedom.
Call Consolidated Credit now. 1-800-320-2698. 1-800-320-2698.
This is what evil looks like up close. It's The Nazis, a warning from history on DVD. The shocking filmed record of a world gone mad. From deep within secret German archives comes footage so unnerving, it still can't be shown on television. If you believe we can learn from the past, this is one collection you absolutely must own. Get it now on 4 DVDs for just $59.99. But wait, call with your credit card and you'll pay only $39.99. It's so important you see this. We'll pay your shipping. That's an additional savings of nearly $7. Look into the face of evil. Try not to blink. Call now to get The Nazis, a warning from history on 4 DVDs for just $39.99. We'll ship it for free.
Call 1-800-214-3086 to order Nazis, a warning from history for $39.99 and receive free shipping when you call in the next 10 minutes with a credit card or order online at timelife.com/Nazi.
Are you in the market to find a new job this year? A recent study says you're not alone. We have that and more in tonight's Back to Business. Half of all U.S. employees are not happy with their current job. According to human resources consultant Mercer, almost 1 in 3 workers are considering leaving their job this year. That's up from 23% in 2005, the last year Mercer conducted the study. Another 21% are not looking to leave but have an unfavorable view of their employer. Ford plans to spend about $1 billion to upgrade its Lincoln brand. The investment will be used to roll out 7 new or upgraded vehicles over the next 4 years. The automaker sees this as the last chance for Lincoln to reestablish itself as a leading competitor in the luxury car segment. Charitable giving by Americans rebounded a bit last year after 2 years of sharp declines during the recession. Donations by individuals grew only slightly, but corporate gifts grew about 10%. Americans on average gave about 2% of disposable personal income to charitable causes, a level that's been consistent over several decades. And that's Back to Business. Well, do you have one of these in your backyard? A new study shows every 5 days a child dies in one of these portable inflatable pools. Investigators studied the drownings of more than 200 children under 12 whose deaths were linked to a variety of above-ground pools. While the pools varied in size and shape, the report highlights the need for safety precautions around all pools. Doctors say because they are inexpensive and easy to assemble, many parents may not consider them as big a risk as in-ground pools. Well, President Obama apparently is doing right by his children based on where he lives. Washington, D.C. came out on top in the rankings from Parenting Magazine. The nation's capital took the #1 spot, partly because of its many monuments and museums, making it a great place for children to learn. Austin, Texas, and Boston round out the top 3. Anaheim, California, home to Disneyland, was ranked last. The list was based on 84 different categories, including the number of parks, quality of schools, and crime rates. Well, motherhood and a career, it can be overwhelming. Coming up, an Olympic gymnast tells us what the key is for her in balancing everything. Plus, a 400-pound weight loss without surgery or a pill. One man's success story may move you. Coming up on INN.
Stay tuned for an exciting money-making opportunity from SMC. Would you like to make more money, set your own hours, and spend more time with your family? Well, now you can with SMC.
I'm an SMC believer. I'm going to tell you what, it's an opportunity for anybody to get in and have a home-based business and be successful.
Mothers around the world should do this, yes, and they can stay home with their kids.
I don't have to be bothered with the hectic day-to-day working for someone else. I'm working for myself.
I just wish now I'd have done this 10 or 15 years ago. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
SMC supports its members with a huge warehouse stocked with thousands of products that you can sell for profits of up to 300% and more. Call right now to request your free information packet. And remember to ask your operator how you can jumpstart your business with $100 worth of free SMC merchandise.
Just pick up the phone and call this toll-free number now. Remember, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Experience Bare Minerals, the foundation that started the makeup revolution. Are you ready for flawless coverage and makeup that is actually good for your skin? Now you can get our new kit for over 75% off what you'd pay at retail. Our exclusive introductory Get Started kit includes the award-winning Bare Minerals Foundation. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow, Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call now and receive our new bonus collection worth $57.95 free, including the highly anticipated Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. Our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But for a limited time, you get all this, including the bonus gifts, for only 1 payment of $29.99. You save over $90 and get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
To save over 75%, order now by calling 1-800-200-8130 and ask how you can receive this free handy compact with brush with your order.
This story is incredible. A New Jersey man has accomplished a major weight loss mission. Doctors gave Adam Slack a death sentence, so he lost hundreds of pounds the way most people dread, exercising and eating right. As Shawnette Wilson tells us, he couldn't have done it without his family's support.
I feel good. Probably the best I felt in a long time.
Looking at 37-year-old Adam Slack today,
I lost a total of 369 pounds.
You'd never know that 3 years ago,
I weighed about 585 pounds. That was my heaviest.
But here's the proof. Pictures of Adam smiling but unhealthy.
I had borderline type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, problems with my joints, my knees, really inactive, obviously. A lot of medical concerns.
Including sky-high blood pressure that sent him to the hospital. Then the painful words that woke him up.
The exact words were, "Hi, Mr. Slack, what would you like in your obituary?" And he said, "Long one, short one, doesn't matter. The hospital, pick up the bill." He wasn't saying it to be rude to me. He was saying it to try to I guess, save my life, and that's what he did.
So Adam began a weight loss journey, yes, for himself, but also.
I was thinking of my wife. I was thinking of my kids, not having a father, and I couldn't bear that thought. I really couldn't bear that thought of leaving them.
And the amazing part about it is he shed hundreds of pounds committing to walking 1 block at a time and better eating habits.
The loss of the weight has brought my family, I would say, 100% closer. It's just, now I feel like I can contribute something back to them. Before I was just there. You know, I was someone they called dad. Now I'm actually acting like a dad.
Wow. It took Adam 2.5 years to lose that weight. He says he still has a few pounds he wants to lose. Well, juggling motherhood and a career can be tough no matter who you are, even for a world champion athlete. Many of you know Kristi Yamaguchi is the graceful Olympic gold medal champion and a Dancing with the Stars winner. But what you may not know is that Kristi is also a busy mother, best-selling author, public speaker, and philanthropist. Tonight, she's sharing some advice. For Kristi, the key is finding the right balance.
I think when you stay active, it gives you more energy. You just feel better about yourself. I think eating healthy is going to just support all of that. I also take a probiotic Align, so it keeps my digestive system in balance. And once that's in check, you know, it allows me to have the freedom to focus on the other things in life that are so important.
Kristi's not skating as much as she used to. Her focus now is on raising 2 young daughters. They may not grow up to be skaters like she did, but she encourages them and everyone to always dream and do your best to make it happen. Find out more about Kristi, her current projects, and tips to stay healthy. Log on to fitsugar.com. That's fitsugar.com. Well, the second major of the golf season ended this past Sunday. Rory McIlroy exercised the demons of his Masters meltdown with a record-setting performance, winning the U.S. Open by 8 shots over Jason Day. Peter Jacobsen is a former U.S. Open senior champion, and he was part of the broadcast team for this year's event. He's asking golf fans from all walks of life just how far they will go in their pursuit of the perfect game. He even wants to know about the outrageous things they have done, all in the name of golf.
Well, one of the things that Lexus is asking all obsessed golf fans to do is to visit their Facebook page and tell us what they love about the game of golf, what they'd give up to be able to discover that perfect swing or to discover that have that perfect golf vacation. And that's the thing that we just want to hear from you golf fans that couldn't be here at the U.S. Open this week at Congressional as to just how much you love the game. I love the game. I'm an obsessed golf fan, whether I'm playing in the tournament or I'm doing broadcast of the tournament. But we at Lexus want to hear from you.
Now, if you want to take part in the survey, just go to facebook.com/Lexus. Too old for the bar scene and not wanting to look for love at bingo? What's a 90-year-old woman to do to find a mate? A modern-day love story for a couple of sassy seniors. Next on INN.
Car owners, does your vehicle have less than 120,000 miles on it? Is it less than 10 years old? Is your current auto warranty about to expire? Well, Cover America Auto Care has a very special offer just for you. With current economic conditions causing bankruptcies and a downturn in new car sales, Cover America Auto Care now offers inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage direct to the public. You can save thousands of dollars on auto repairs. A toll-free line has been made available so car owners can call and get a free no-obligation quote. This auto protection is backed by an A-rated insurance carrier. Plus, you get a claims department that has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 24-hour emergency roadside assistance is also included. You will be amazed at how much you can save on future car repair bills. So call for your free, no-obligation quote now. Do not wait. Get covered today and rest easy tonight.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number or visit our website. A free idea kit and DVD will be sent to your home so you can discover all the benefits of owning your own pool. Compared to traditional pools, endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Our precision-engineered pools enable you to swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed and ability. Endless pools are perfect for year-round health and fitness, relaxation, and family fun. Our free idea kit and DVD will show you how easy it is for the whole family to enjoy a pool right in your backyard or home. An endless pool or an endless pool swim spa can become a showplace for your home. Call our toll-free number or visit the website to find out more about endless pools. The free idea kit will show you just how easy it is to be able to swim at home.
Well, even the president's getting in on the Twitter craze. Reports say President Obama will actually start doing the tweeting himself. He's had an active Twitter account since the 2008 presidential campaign, but his first tweet didn't come until 2010. The president's re-election staff says it will monitor the account, but the president will start typing a few tweets of his own. You'll know they are from President Obama because the tweets will be signed B.O. An elderly Florida woman has made an internet love connection. 90-year-old Molly Holder met her now husband, 82-year-old Ed Nisbet, on Match.com back in November. The two met in person for the first time in January. They were engaged by Valentine's Day. The happy couple tied the knot Saturday, surrounded by family and friends. Holder describes her new husband as a hopeless romantic.
He sat real close, you know, and he said, "I want to marry you." I said, "Well, that's nice, because I want to marry you." I should have said, "Well, if you want to marry me, get down on your knees and ask me."
Neither Molly or Ed was nervous about walking down the aisle. Both had been widowed for years. I'm Mike Mickle. From all of us here at INN, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.